Hello there everyone, I'm back with another video. I had a nice trading week. My analysis from last week, US, Swiss franc and gold gave me everything I needed to reach my weekly target, so that was a great setup. I presented to you last weekend. Well, now it's a new weekend, so let's look at the markets again and see what kind of opportunity we have. As you may know by now, I trade price action. Primarily price action is what I look at. Higher highs, higher lows, certain patterns in the market that give me a signal to join this trade or this move. Last year I made a lot of money in Adidas. As you may know, I am from the Netherlands, so I trade the European session and afterwards I trade the US session. As you can see, last year we started off around this time. We had a struggle at the beginning of the year. Markets were somewhat insecure about the Chinese economy, so this is where we started off. Nice way for me to enter, and it was all the way up. Well, this looks like a great trade for people who don't know much about trading, but this was actually pretty hard because the market kept going up, up, up. So for me that is very hard to read. Of course, when we move to the daily chart, we have a little more information on that. So as you can see, once price started moving, we had some great opportunities to get back in and ride it all the way over here. I gotta be honest, this one I survived pretty good. This I didn't anticipate on, and there were a couple of trades I still had all the way down here, so I kind of locked my account. So that's a very interesting development I had to learn from back then. Let's get to it. I trade price action from the weekly to the daily to the 4-hour chart. That's where I look at to make my decisions. I use a RSI for some extra information, as well as Bollinger Bands. Those two indicators are always on my screen. Of course, I also would like to see where the market is at before I go any further. As you can see, let's put in a Fibonacci retracement. We got a extreme low around here and we got a high around there. So when we draw in a Fibonacci level, we can see that price came all the way back to the 61.8 retracement. There it bounced off pretty hard, swung up, and of course we saw a little correction. I traded this range for quite some time. I got short over here with a tight stop, and I got long over here with a tight stop. This was I think 2 weeks or something. I made quite some money. Then we broke the trend at the beginning of the year. No, as it's still in December, I see. And the stock started moving, and it came over here. And last week we saw a huge drop actually. Well, that's we don't need the Fibonacci right now. Let's draw some lines. As you may know by now, this should be something. This level should be something as well. Here we see a low price bounced off over here as well, and now we are hovering around this very important line of 142. So keep this one in mind. This is very important for what you're looking at over here. We traded good. We traded nice above the moving average. Actually, the moving average broke, so when you know how I trade, you know that this for me is some information that going long is not really an option. We have to see a break back up. Let me see. Oh yeah, we were putting in lines. This is another one, of course. This is the top 151 and a half. And the last one, let's just draw it in, and we know where the market is at. This was the previous high around 160. So we have still some nice potential to the upside. We've been trading upwards for quite a couple of days, 3 weeks I think. And now price just this of course is around 150, is a round number. A lot of people took profit, so we are reloading, I think, for another move back to the 60 and beyond. What do we see over here? Well, we don't really have any RSI information, except that price did move up. We saw that, and it did come down. We don't see any divergence or something, so this doesn't tell us anything. Looking at the Bollinger Bands, we see the moving average broke, and we see there is still some room before we reach the outer Bollinger Band. It's not. This doesn't tell us anything right now. When we draw in a trend line, that could be something interesting. What happens if we put in a trend line? From here we can draw a nice line all the way down here. That's true, we can. Now the question is, what does that give us? I think this is, let me give it another color. Yes. Okay. Well, drawing this trend line, we got a couple of touches. We just touched it over here. I think we can extend this line even further. Let's do that for now, so you guys see what we're looking at here. Maybe you can put it in here. Let's just keep it clean. You get the picture. We have a trend. Trend is up. We are still on this trend line. We can also draw a trend line from here all the way through here, and then we might notice that this trend line is actually just, no, it's not broken. See, it's the same thing. We've got a couple of touches. When we draw another one from here to there, this is a strange thing in the middle. No worries. Well, when we draw a trend line, we are still in the trend, but what we see when we zoom in is that once we reached that trend line last Friday, price did bounce and started moving back up. This is the 4-hour chart. We still do not see any of the also no information on the RSI, and we don't have a break of the moving average. Personally, I know Adidas is a pretty strong stock at the moment. It's one of the stocks that I follow every day. I trade it every week, so for me this is a great opportunity to get back in. I'm a little bit concerned that we broke this area, because to me that was there was some kind of a low, but of course this area is very important, around the 142. In fact, I use mental stops, and when we break the 140, for me there is something going on and I have to get out of this trade. But that is not really a scenario I think of right now. I am looking at this one for the next week. I want to see a break. To be honest, I'm considering entering this trade from around here. Let me draw something in, a scenario that I think from here on out we can see a move back into that moving average. We got some trouble, I think, to break it, and after that, when we break it, I think the way back up to the previous high is very clean. Of course, we struggle over here, as we always do at important price levels, and then to me the way back up is there. So this could be a nice scenario. I can point it out for you how that looks. I think, you know, when we started to break that moving average, that's around here. Of course, my stop should be at this low, and especially be around here. But the upward potential is very good, because I think we can even move beyond that. So risk reward is pretty nice. I think it's a pullback. I think Adidas is showing us a great opportunity next week. I'm gonna draw in some more things to paint the picture very clear, so I can show you in just 1 minute on Instagram as well what I think we see over here. For now, that's it for the YouTube video. Good luck, and look out for one of my next videos for opportunities in the second week of 2017. Bye.